Hey everybody, we're Mike and Jennifer Wendland, and it's hot out here. We are in Glendale, Arizona at the University of Phoenix Stadium, and let's just kind of turn around and let everybody see behind us. This is also known as Cardinal Stadium. There's the practice field right behind us, and we are attending an event called the Super B RV Show. And this is all Class B and C RVs, small RVs, even a couple of neat little trailers that are behind us. Pretty cool.
It's interesting.
Now, I said it's pretty cool.
It's very warm. We're probably going to melt.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to go inside one of these RVs. We were actually at the stadium, inside the stadium, where all of the RVs are, and there's no cell phone signal in there, and therefore I can't do a live Facebook video. If I got a signal, it would fade out. So we had to actually come outside with the Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals practice field right behind us. By the way, today is draft party day here. They're having a draft party for the Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will stick around for that. This is day one of the show, which runs through Sunday. But you know what? Let's just go inside one of these RVs, and we can maybe talk a little bit better, because the temperature is about 87 degrees out there, and that is pretty warm. So we're heading inside one of these little RVs right now, and we'll kind of just set up there and be able to talk to you and see the screen and enjoy it and tell you a little bit more. Now, we are going to be here all day today through about 7 o'clock, and also
Friday
and Saturday. And we'll be doing Facebook Live feeds here right along the line. So we're pretty neat. Your job is to write us questions, and you can do so below, and we'll see them on our screen here, and we'll be able to answer your questions. Now, we're in a, I don't even know what we're in. What did we walk in? A Class C,
We're in a C.
I think. So one of the things that we're here to do is to learn as much as we can about Class B and Class C, smaller RVs, generally under 26 feet. And we're here hanging out mostly at the Road Trek display inside and enjoying meeting everybody from there. But there's also Winnebagos. I think this is a Winnebago that we're in now. There are some Thor products, Thor Motor Coach products. Tiffin Motorhome, one of the best known names in the recreation vehicle, has just introduced a new Class C, and we toured that a little while ago. Leisure Travel Vans is here, and of course our friends Road Trek. Now, you've been in and out of RVs all morning.
I have never seen so many Road Treks in one spot.
I think they have one or two of every kind of Road Trek on display there everywhere.
And you know what's really reinforced to me is going into all these different vehicles is that you want to be, because they don't use as much gas.
Yeah.
As we start talking about mileage with B plus and C and C plus.
Oh, a Super C and all these things. Yeah, we were in one today. We'll have it up on our Facebook RV Lifestyle, or not, actually be on our YouTube RV Lifestyle channel. It was at 30, I think it's 32 feet, and it's still considered a Class C. And it's pretty cool. It's with a F10 or V10 engine, but a guy came up and told us that he gets like 6 miles a gallon or something with it, a gas engine. They do have diesel engines, which do a little better. But most of what we're looking at are Class Bs, B pluses, and Class Cs. And we'll do videos that sort of explain all of that. But there are so many of them out here. Now, your job is to send us your comments, and we can see your comments as you write them. Just to use the comment button below there, and we can follow through on your comments. And you just basically say something like hi, and well, I'm typing it under the screen as I'm looking at ourselves. So you basically type like hi, and there you go. So Ron is our first question. Ron, thanks. I'm not sure where you are, and he wants to know, what are the major differences between Class C and Class B? I'm new to RVs. Well, both are considered small. Jennifer, what would you say are the characteristics of a Class B?
A Class B is a van. I think
Camper
of a van.
They call them camper
and
vans?
it can have sliders, but normally it's a van. And a C is wider. It's just bigger.
Yeah, they're both generally under 26 feet. Class Bs are usually under 24 feet. And Class B camper vans, that's the style, That's what we are in our Road Trek CS Adventurous XL. That's the one that we have. They are on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis. Some of them are on the Dodge ProMaster chassis, and some of them are on the Chevy chassis. And they're all considered Class B. The benefits of a Class B is mobility. Wouldn't you say that's the biggest thing?
Yeah, you can park it easily, just easier to drive. Just all in all, you can use it as a second vehicle. Just a little bit smaller, and it is enough room.
Yeah, it is plenty of room. And you can see Joanne from upstate New York. Somebody just above that was from British Columbia. There's Shelley from Ohio. We're glad you all are joining us here. It's 3 o'clock Eastern time, a little bit after. It's noon out here in Arizona, and already the temperature's 87 degrees, so that's why we're inside.
And sticky.
And sticky. No, it's not sticky. It's not.
Hot.
It's dry heat.
Well,
but it's hot. We're
it's hot.
sticky. We're making it wet. All right, so that's a Class B. A Class C, as Jennifer says, a little bigger. They typically have a cab over, a little cab over, and there'll be like a sleeping area. The one we're in now is a Class C. And can you see the front of that up there? I'll kind of go up and show you here. This is kind of like the bedding area, and you pop that down, and you could put a couple of kids or grandkids up there, and it will go up. You can hold it up, and you have some storage and stuff like that.
Take it straight down. They can see the driver's seat.
And here's the driver's seats. It's just a typical. This is on the Mercedes chassis, and you can see a two-seat configuration there.
I'm at the dining area.
Jennifer's at the dinette. That will make into a bed. And then there's also a sofa bed here. This would be the main bed on this Class C, this Winnebago that we're in. And
up the bathroom.
And there's a bathroom in the back, which...
oh, come on, door.
The door's locked.
The door's not moving. Let's see. Maybe it's operator error.
Operator error. And there's
the
there's the dedicated bathroom here. And you'll notice that this one has a shower. Now, we just kind of walked in this thing. Microwave, oven, sink with running water. We just sort of walked in here. So let me just tell you what model Winnebago this is. This is the View, the Winnebago View. And here's the price on this. Can you see this thing? This sells for $54,998. That's how much it sells. We feel, yeah. Jennifer says we're like homeless people. We're just making ourselves at home and anyone we can find. So, so that's kind of what the Class C looks like. And they're a little bigger. They're a little harder to maneuver than a B.
And they take a lot more gas.
A lot more gas. So hopefully that answered the question about the difference between a B and a C. We're working on a video that will show you a little bit more. Donna notes that everything is backwards. That's the problem with Facebook. It's not our end. Facebook, when you go live, it shows you everything backwards on the front-facing camera. So that's why you can't read all the writing goes in the backwards. For example, that's my right shoulder, right? And it's on your left. So what do I do? That's Facebook. We can't do anything about it. Why they do that on Facebook Live, I don't know. But it drives everybody nuts, especially when we do a picture of us driving down the road, because it looks like we're driving in a European vehicle. So anyway, thanks, Donna, for asking that question. Hi from Addison Township, Michigan, from Bonnie, and from Oakwood, Illinois, Beverly. We're glad you're all with us. Now, this show out here, we didn't even get into what a B plus is. Leisure travel vans have a lot of those. And we didn't get into the Super C, which are the really big, huge Class C. Some of them as much as 34 feet. They look like Class A's. And those are big, big machines. So most of what we're looking at here are Class B's, under 24 feet, Class C's under 26 feet. So I hope that answers that. Now this show is unique in that it's the first one we have been with. Chaz says, who can afford that? Well, Chaz, that's what RVs cost. So obviously not you. Hello to Edwana from Seattle. Glad to have you with us. The show is sponsored by La Mesa RV, which is one of the biggest RV dealers in the country. They are in Ohio, New Mexico, Arizona, and Florida. And they happen to be the largest dealer for Road Trek. And so they have put on this show all Class Bs and smaller RVs.
Can I say something? The price of this, think of it, you can buy a used one. If you want an RV, look around, shop around for a used one. And the other thing is, it's a car. You can use it as a car. The problem is the gas mileage.
Yeah, and that is a good point, because they, it
It
is
is
Chaz,
expensive.
it is an
It's very
expensive
expensive.
proposition. So the way to get into it is you buy something that is used, and then you trade up. They generally hold their value pretty good. Hi, Michael from Joplin, and have you seen a 4x4 Class C? I've not seen a 4x4 Class C. I have seen 4x4 Class Bs, so that's pretty good. Here's somebody thinking of a popular 190 or 210. What are your thoughts between them from Los Angeles? That's the Road Trek brand, the Road Trek 190 and the Road Trek 210. Both of those are on the Chevy chassis, and they're both extremely popular. The 210 has a little bit more storage room.
I didn't see any of those in there at this show.
I didn't. I saw all Mercedes in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they have any of the 210s or the 190. They might. I'll take a look. They do have the Zion, which is on the ProMaster chassis. Here's the secret for those of you who are shopping for an RV, a Class B RV. It is very difficult for any dealer to get a Sprinter chassis. Sprinter only had so many chassis available that they've produced, and so many of the RV dealers are, when you order a brand new one, custom fit from the factory, you may be talking 5 or 6 months before they can get that chassis and have one built for you.
But there is hope, because they're building a new factory.
Right, Sprinter's building a new Sprinter factory, and that will help, but that's one of the downsides. And they also have had problems getting Chevy chassis, new Chevy chassis. It's because the RV industry has exploded. It's huge. It's just booming like crazy, and that is just amazing. Bill Jacobson says, for full-time RVing, should I buy longer than 32 feet? Well, that's a good question, Bill, and we'll give you a good answer. The first thing is how are you going to use it? How are you going to use it?
And we know people that live in a Class B. I would not choose to live in a Class B.
You wouldn't be a full-timer in a B.
A full-timer in a B. I wouldn't want to be in a... I wouldn't want that to be my home at this stage in my life.
Now,
maybe someday I might, but right now...
We're on the road on ours more than half the year. But we're not full-timers, we're half-timers. And it would be pretty crimped for us at this stage in our life to be full-timers in a B. Not that you can't. We have friends. We have our friend Camp Skunk. If you go to the roadtrekking.com blog today, Camp Skunk just shipped his RV, his Class B, over to Europe, and he's touring Europe in his right now. And he and his wife Sharon and their cat Fiona have lived full-time in theirs for 5 years, 6 years now. And they love it. And there are a lot of people who are full-time. I know a number of people.
know people with 3 kids who
Yeah.
lived in there full-time in the summer. It's just what you're willing to let go of.
But to your question, Bill, the question you want to ask yourself is, how are you going to use it? Are you going to go someplace and sit for a long time in one spot? Many people do that. They'll go be snowbirds in Arizona here or in Florida, and they'll stay in one spot. Well, then you want to have more room. But if you're like us, we seldom stay in one spot.
We were just talking to a person inside who's thinking of downsizing to a B from an A, and what they have done is they would go to one spot for like 3 weeks, and then they consider it like a wagon wheel. The spokes come out, and they use that as their base where they put themselves for 3 weeks, and then they saw everything within that radius, that circle. They explored.
They then, for that thing in a Class A, or even some of the larger Class Cs, you have to have what's called a towed, T-O-A-D. It means towed, T-O-W-E-D, car, towing a car behind you. And that's what the downside on getting something over 32 feet. You just can't unplug and use that to be your main vehicle for driving around and exploring. You have to then tow another car behind us. That's a big factor for us why we didn't get anything larger than a B, because our Class B, we run that as a second vehicle. I use it, Jennifer has her car when we're at home, and I use our Road Trek as our second vehicle to run errands, to hang out with. When I need to go someplace and she's got the car, I take it.
So if you're going to live in a B, you better plan on towing a little car behind.
Well, you don't have to tow a car. You don't.
It'd be pretty hard to pack up all the time, but you've already eliminated most of your possessions, so I guess maybe it's not that hard.
Yeah, no, you don't have to tow a car.
You don't have to.
I've only seen 2 or 3 people with a Class B that they tow it. You know, that's the beauty. It's mobile. You just unplug if you plug in. Or in our case, we use solar power, and we have lots of batteries. We don't even have to plug in.
Yeah, you just put your 2 bikes in the back, you put your kayaks on the roof. What else can you put?
It's like the Beverly Hillbillies, right? Yeah, yeah. Hi, Charlie from Toledo, Ohio. And thank you, guys. We've got people from coast to coast watching this today. I'm hoping that we can figure our way around this cell phone situation inside the stadium here, because I want to show you all of these Class Bs and Class Cs that are out there. There's so many neat ones. Hi, Georgia from Texas. Welcome to our live stuff. This will go posted. We'll post this live on our roadtrekking.com blog, and we'll also be up on our YouTube RV Lifestyle channel as well later on, so you can find it.
How are we going to get power? How are we going to get cell
How are we
coverage?
going to get cell coverage? I don't know.
Show everybody what's in there.
Yeah, as soon as we walked outside of the stadium, there's all the RVs are set on the playing field where the Arizona Cardinals play. They're all in there, and it's gorgeous. I've got lots of video that I can show you in a Facebook video or a YouTube video later on.
And then there's a few out here, and so we're just
so we're out in the back of the.
We're just trying to get out of the sun.
Yeah, we're way out in the sun, so it's great to be warm. Hello from Sanderson, Texas, David. Thank you for joining us. So this is a place for you guys to ask questions. Now, if you are in the Southwest, or you can drive here, Jennifer and I will be here all day today till about 6 or 7 tonight, and we'll be here all day Friday, all day Saturday. There are seminars going on about the technology advances in Class Bs. And the beauty is the La Mesa RV people here really have great prices. I mean, really great prices. So if you're looking for a deal, this is where you come. I've never seen pricing this low on some of these very high demand Class B items. They're really good. Bill, I do a lot of outdoor activities and glamping. I do have a wife and daughter, so I'm thinking about a Class C that does a lot of boondocking as well. Well, there are a bunch, Bill. Some of the things that you will want is solar. Winnebago is now making solar. So is Coachman and a couple of other brands out there. But make sure they have solar. And you want to have a big inverter and extra batteries so that you can do that boondocking. If you're totally new to RVing, boondocking is our preferred style of camping. And how would you describe boondocking?
Boondocking is not an official campground where there's a lot of people close together. Boondocking, you go in the middle of nowhere. So if you have young kids or teenagers that want to be with their peers, they probably would be miserable. But if you want to get away from it all, boondocking is what you do. Yeah,
and it's a great time. So if you want a Class C with a wife and a daughter, and you do a lot of hunting, fishing, and you want to carry a lot of stuff, you're probably going to be looking, Bill, at also towing a vehicle behind you, and that's an extra cost. That's a big cost. Now let's see. Somebody's saying, "How come I can't read this?" I know you're talking about Class B, and I can't read the rest of that. So what is it? I can't read that. I don't know why. I just lost all of your comments. All right, there was a slight pause there while I did some operator error. I actually hit the wrong button and lost my comments screen. So somebody was asking something about Class Bs, and I tapped the screen and I lost the script there. So if that's the case, do me a favor and retype them. I lost all of your comments. So I see people joining us and then some people leaving, so I hit the pause button if you're wondering what happened. That's the trouble when we're talking and trying to read your stuff on a little screen, and I'm moving my finger around and I'm hitting the wrong stuff. So I kind of lost some of you there. All right, so we're going to try and solve the problem about being able to show you stuff inside, but what we will do is post some videos on our YouTube channel. If you're not a part of that yet, we invite you to go to YouTube. It's the YouTube RV Lifestyle channel, Mike and Jennifer's RV Lifestyle channel. Go use that. And we would love to show you some of the videos of the stuff that we've taken. We just did one on what's a Class C. We did one on what's a, we're going to do one on what's a B+. We did one on a supersized, a real long-sized Class C. We'll be doing some on Road Trek and their Class Bs and many, many more. So that'll be on the blog and on the YouTube channel. We'll be back here at noon Friday and at noon on Saturday with more of your questions. And if you had a comment that I missed, I erased the screen. Do me a favor, somebody who's watching, type a comment. Let me see if I can find that comment of yours and pull out your comment, because I kind of lost them all here. I can make one of my own. And just give us a comment that says that you're listening, so I can see if it'll read, and then I can answer any questions. Nobody can write a comment? Maybe I just erased it from the screen. I don't know. Let's see if I hit that. Hopefully that won't do it. All right. Well, I think we're going to end this because we're just inside. We can't show you anymore because we're only in one RV and the cell signal out here is kind of limited us. So we're going to go back inside. We'll shoot video that we can put up. And what do you want to do the rest of the day?
Get out of the heat.
Get out of the heat. That's the beauty of Arizona and having an indoor RV show. If you're in the Southwest, come visit. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye-bye.